afternoon. This is the Loophole King, and we're going to be playing some Oblivion Unchained. We had a few issues. We got them sorted out. I'm going to add a few things here real quick so I can show my players some things. So we are going to click on this. I'm going to upload this picture. Go here. Clear content. Artwork. I'm going to grab David's picture here, put that there, click OK. And then we will go to player 4, pick up his image, click OK. Alright. So, to introduce our characters, player 1, introduce yourself, and I will show everyone a picture of your lovely creature.
Hi, my name's Simon. I found out very recently I'm playing an Oread, a mountain nymph, and I'm looking forward to finding out more about who I am and what I'm capable of.
Alright. Player 2, Manam.
Yeah. You can call me Manam, or Salama, which easier for you. I found out I'm playing what they call
Triton.
Triton, and it is very interesting race. Never played it before. We're gonna see what's gonna happen.
Okay. So, when we had left, you guys had just finished taming these dogs, and you notice off to the side that is, make sure I get these players right. That'll be player 1, correct?
And player 1.
This is player 2. Sorry, I'm going to change the names here real quick so I can see them.
This one player 2.
From the token. This is player 2, right here.
Yeah.
This token represents player 3, which you have to change the names for again. And you were not hostile, you were friendly. So player 3, you were washed up over there. This would be player 1 here, which is Sai. But it's also not hostile, which means David is player 4, which puts him here. The inexact commoner. I love how whenever you put something down in Foundry, for some reason there's a module or something, whenever you put down multiple tokens, it names them with some weird adjective, so you can tell the difference on what they are, which makes sense, so you don't have to go like, I'm attacking the inexact commoner, or I'm attacking the rowdy commoner, which makes sense, except for the fact that none of them make any sense at all. Like, the randomness of them is, so you see over here, you see 2 unconscious bodies. As you approach them, you see one of them looks like this. One of these, depending on what the player decides to look like, looks kind of like a little green goblin, only cuter. And then you see a one of these.
Can't see anything.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, sorry.
Can't see any pictures.
I didn't hit show player. Sorry.
Oh.
You see
Oh,
a big cat person.
Oh, cool.
And let's do this again so I can show everybody else. You see what appears to be like a cute goblin.
not all of them. One
Okay.
of them.
Depends on what the player wants to look like.
No.
As you start to approach, they start to awaken. You guys awake and find yourself on what appears to be a beach. Player 4, you look over and see a very large feline in ragged clothes laying next to you. Player 3, you look over and see what appears to be a tiny bluish-green goblin, also in tattered clothes. What are you doing?
What happened? What is this? Where are we?
As me, I will go closer to them, and I will look to them to make sure they are fine, and tell them if they okay.
I'll hang back.
Please don't! Ah! Don't touch me!
I'll hang back a little bit and call the dogs over to me so they don't look threatening, and say, you washed up on the beach as well. We seem to have been washed up.
This is player 1, what player 1 looks like.
No, this is me, player 2. That tried.
Player 2, sorry. I'll get you guys. Once you guys have real names, I'll remember. And this is the close appearance of player 1.
I will try to calm down the little one, and I will tell him, "Don't worry, you're fine. You're just. I'm not sure what are you."
I'm fine. I don't know who I am. I don't know who you are. I don't remember anything.
Don't worry. Believe me, none of us know anything. And I will look to him. Wait, you don't know who are you?
You don't know anything, and I'm supposed to be okay.
You need to calm down. I will
Deep
turn
breaths.
to the right.
Deep breaths.
I will turn to the right. I will ask the big one. You are there. Are you okay?
I appear to be complete physically. I believe I don't know who I am though. What's going on? Where are we?
We are on the same page.
You are. Yeah, you. What is happening to you happened to us 5-10 minutes ago. We just woke up on the beach. I believe that there's a shipwreck out there, and I point out towards where the shore was, and I'll say maybe you got washed up on the beach and managed to stumble your way across to here before passing out. I don't know, but so far you you three are the only survivors, as far as I can tell, as well as me, of course.
There might be others. If it was a shipwreck, there could be others. We should look. We should help.
We came from the beach and did search that area and couldn't find anyone else. The reason why we came this way is that we saw the fires, and I point eastwards and say fires usually mean people, and people usually mean some kind of civilization.
As he points off into this direction here, off this way, you see fires burning. They appear to be a little larger than what campfires should be. You see smoke roiling into the evening sky. It's about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening.
Looking back to the west, does my character see the ship they were trying to point out?
It's kind of stormy. The waves are pretty bad. You can make out what appears to be part of a ship sticking up out of the water.
But my character wouldn't have any insight into what kind of ship it would be, like cargo ship, warship,
No,
anything like that.
not unless you went back over and took a look at it.
Did any of you know what kind of ship we were on? Were we on that ship?
There was some soldier there, but all of them dead. And a sailor. But we're not sure what kind of ship.
I'll look down at my own clothes. Anything I can figure out about what I was wearing before I washed up?
You are wearing what appears to be tattered common clothes. They look pretty beat up. There's also a piece of driftwood near you. Looks like you might be able to pick it up and wield it if you wanted to. It's not, it's not great, but it's probably something.
So I'll definitely grab that. But I can tell that it was common clothes. I'm not wearing a uniform of any time.
No. What you do have, though, as you start to search your pockets in yourself, is you find 3 items. You're going to want to write these down. You find a I'm going to give you the same ones as the other player 3 because I didn't roll up new ones. You find a tiny carved chest. It's about 2 inches by 2 inches by an inch. And it has what appears to be tiny feet carved in the bottom of it. They don't stick out, but it looks like when you flip it over on the bottom, it looks like there's a relief of like little tiny feet all over the bottom of it. You're wearing a necklace with charms made out of white pine that depict a spider, a dragonfly, a cup, and a helmet. And you do notice that on your what's left of your shirt is a small metal insignia pin, which has a blue lute and fist on it, overlaid over a spiral of silver, like a inward spiral of silver. Player 4, as you go to search yourself, you're wearing basically the same outfit as the Leonin is, and you find on yourself an old chest piece, which is a bishop made of quartz, a small brass orb that's about the size of a golf ball, etched with strange runes on it. And the most disconcerting or weird thing that you have is as you reach into your pocket, you pull out a small mummified goblin hand.
Oh god.
Comparing the goblin hand against my own hand, is it roughly the same size?
The goblin hand's a little bit bigger, but not by much.
Just gonna be sort of deeply grossed out and unsettled and just like stuff it back in my pocket and hope nobody saw it.
I believe I saw that. I believe I saw that.
Okay. Worst case scenario, that was somebody who drowned and rotted incredibly quickly and attached to me. You said there was a ship, right?
Yes.
How could we all have been on the same ship? We don't really look the same, do we? Was it a
No, we
passenger
don't.
ship?
We could have perhaps have been passengers on the ship. We could have been people hired to guard the ship in the event of piracy. Who knows? It could have been just disparate people. Nobody.
We could be runaway slaves for all that we know.
I'm
And
not.
I'm gonna can I rip a strip off of sort of the rags that I'm wearing, and then like bend down on the beach and just start picking up stones so that I have like a makeshift sling and some ammunition.
Sure. You managed to find a handful of stones, probably about 6 of them that are roughly the size that would fit into a sling.
At the mention of runaway slaves, can I check like my wrists and ankles, see if there's any signs of being shackled recently?
Yeah, hold on one second. We'll go to...
By the way, King, I remember you told us one you're gonna give us handout, right?
Yeah. when I get them when you get your actual character sheet next week, you'll have all this stuff on it. You don't notice any shackle marks, but then again, your fur's soaking wet and you're filthy and you're covered in sand. Sand's everywhere.
I hate water.
I will turn. We need to move on. Little one. Is that enough for stone?
It isn't like it will be hard to find more, so I guess I'm okay for now. I'm just going to be sort of looking all around me and trying to stay like in the middle of the pack as we head towards the fire.
Yeah, you guys do. The two of you notice that there are two dogs off by the nymph-looking creature that seem to be just kind of following her around.
What are those dirty animals doing here?
Don't worry, they are a friend.
They're not dirty. They're some hounds that we found that ran out this way. I've made friends with them.
And you're 100% certain that they're not a scouting party that are trying to find us because we're runaway slaves?
No, don't worry, as I
I'm
said.
not a slave.
I don't believe none of us slave. Something happened and all of us don't remember what happened. I will turn to the big cat and tell him, just let's go from this place and
Let's
we
go.
dry ourselves.
That sounds like a
And,
good idea. Let's drive by that
yeah.
fire.
Yeah, and I will
Rick,
like I will ask.
could you link the dogs with me?
I'm sorry.
I was going to say, Rick, could you link the dogs with me so they move with me?
Yeah, we're moving to another page, so just give me a second and I'll pull the dogs up
Yeah,
there.
no, that's cool. That's cool. Are the dogs the same breed? So it's two of the same breed.
Yes. Let me put you guys back on here. Player 1, player 2, player 3, player 4, and then move you to where you're actually at.
At the moment, I can only see smoke.
Why did it do that? Moved you off the page.
Oh, I promise I'm not touching it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
okay.
me too.
Alright.
You do not own token vision.
Player 1.
I can see 4 tokens now. And a doggy. And
There.
another doggy.
Alright.
While we moving, I will check the. I will check everyone if there some kind of injury, like if we get hit by something.
Okay.
Like I will start first the small guy and go to the nymph, then I will go to the cat. I will check out myself.
It appears that all of you look fairly healthy, considering the fact that you were just in a shipwreck.
That's strange. There no injury or anything.
no,
No, no hit.
not any major injuries. You do look waterlogged and slightly beat up, but nothing that would indicate that you are going to die a horrible, painful death anytime in the near future. As you approach, you notice that it's actually a village that is burning. You see people moving around. Some of them appear to be fleeing. Some of them seem to be putting up a fight. Some of them look like they're trying to put out some of the fires.
Did we travel to the village? Not yet.
You guys are right where you guys should be in the bottom corner there.
Okay, I think. Let me refresh.
Is it easy for us to tell who the aggressors are and who the villagers are?
Yeah, yes. You can tell that there's a bunch of burly, unsavory types who are busy running around. If you have your dark vision or whatever, you can see over here, there's a dead horse.
Where's the? At the moment, I can just see a little bit of smoke. I can't really see a map.
I'm loading.
Hold on a second. I mean,
Okay. Come on.
is that better?
Yes.
Everybody can see now?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So over here, you notice there's embers floating around. There's smoke. This person here appears to be I don't know why it won't ping properly.
This one?
Yeah, that one right
I
there.
pin him. I pin him.
So, yeah, he seems to not notice you as he seems to be chasing another villager over here.
If he's obviously an aggressor, I'm going to run right at him.
All right.
Me too.
All right, then I would like everyone to make sure you select your token. Oh, here, I'll do it for you, because this is easier. We'll select all.
Mm-hmm. And then roll initiative.
Can we roll initiative? I don't believe so.
I will in just a second.
Oh, yeah, where do you roll initiative? That's a good question. Is it under skills? It's not under skills.
Hold on a second. Come on. Don't be goofy with that. Give me 1 second. For some reason, you guys are all linked together.
We're best friends already.
Yeah, I know.
We're holding hand.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why it linked you all.
Yeah.
Like, why is it doing this? Detach all
Can I move
elements.
my token, by the way?
You can't.
I can.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, yes, I can.
Okay. I'm just trying to move you individually, because if I can't select one of you individually, it won't let me.
Okay, I will move. I
Okay,
will
here
move
we
my
go.
token.
Oh, there we go.
Guys, give me a second.
Put you in there. Put you in there. Put the dogs in there. This dog in there. Put you in there. Put you in there. Put you in there. Put you in there. There. Okay, so doggy will do nothing because it doesn't have any orders. Next is this guy. He will move to here. And he will attack with his club and miss. Now it is player one's turn.
Okie dokie. I'm going to take my stick in my hand and yell out to the person, stop, and see whether or not that has any effect.
Okay.
And I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to turn around and kind of whistle at one of the dogs and call them over to me.
All right. You get his attention. He's like, "Ah, what do you want?"
What the hell are you doing?
Raiding the village. What do you think I'm doing?
Wrong answer.
Okay, there's your turn and this dog. Okay, so
that-
move to this guy. We'll run over to here. And attack this commoner. And miss horribly. I guess the bandits aren't all that good because they're starving to death. This one will run into here. This way. This one will attack guy in front of her. Wow. Everybody sucks. 3, 4, 5s. Lots of
You're rolling a d20, right?
yeah. It's what it says. She is going to attack. Yeah, commoners don't get a lot to hit. Aha! This one hits.
Maybe she's not so lamentable after all.
Two points of damage. There we go. Where are we getting to here? Player 2, your turn.
Okay, I believe after I heard what they said, he will charge on them. First, he will move. Let me try move him. Here, here, here.
Yep.
Then I will. I don't have anything can attack with him. Like I don't. I
He's got a
will.
club.
Yeah, I only have. But I have. I will. I will like push him.
You want to try to push at him?
I will use a spell. It's called Gust of Wind.
All right. So you tried it. You're like, oh, I'll try to get to him. So you're going to do this.
Do I activate the skills?
It is the
No,
hold on a second.
this is what.
David, do you remember what he said? It was shift to rotate them?
Honestly, can't remember. It might be. It might be control.
Rotate object, control mouse wheel,
Control mouse wheel.
or shift mouse wheel for fast.
He fails his strength check.
Like you can see him raise his hand and move the wind and make this kind of wall of wind. And he's not sure what happened. Like, but he wanted him to like to defend his friend and don't want him to come closer.
Mm-hmm.
Then I believe I'll end my turn here because I cannot do anything more.
Okay. We're going to move this to here. All right. And your turn.
Yes.
All right. So, this person. Oh, I don't want to do that. Select the character, run it over here. And she's going to throw a spear at him. And miss. And then the wild dog that you called to come over to you comes over to you, looking at you sheepishly. This guy will attempt to run at you, and then end up stopping. He still manages to get inside your wall of wind, gust of wind. I mean. Oh wait, he starts back here. So he stops here, and then he shoots a light crossbow at you, and crits.
Doesn't he have disadvantage because he's firing through the gun?
Oh, yes, he does.
Yeah.
Yay!
Thank you.
And he misses. You're correct. Yes. He fires. It looks like it's going to hit you straight in the forehead, and then the wind just right past you.
Get you.
Player 3, your turn.
All right. So my speed is 35.
Yep.
All right. I will attempt to brave that. I'm not afraid of that little breeze. Try to run through that. Is that a save or a check?
You're going the direction of the wind.
Okay, so no check required?
No, you're fine.
All right, then I'm just going to wail on him with my piece of driftwood.
Okay. You're going to wail on him with a piece of driftwood.
Good luck.
By the way, By the way, I apologize if you saw me using my phone. I'm ordering food for my father.
You miss.
Okay.
Badly.
Maybe I'm not a club kind of guy.
It does seem a tad unwieldy. Again, it's not weighted for
All right. Well, then I would just like to, if I can bonus action, just yell at him.
Yeah, sure. You can yell at him anytime you want.
I think that's a Leonin thing, isn't it?
Oh, you want to yell?
If I can, I would like to.
Let me see here. That is a bonus action. Yeah, you can roar at him.
It's super intimidating seeing how well I handled that driftwood.
Yes, absolutely. It's terrifying. So he will make a wisdom saving throw. DC equals your proficiency bonus, which is 0 plus 8 plus your constitution modifier, which is
+1.
+1. So he makes it. He is not afraid of you.
I'm not a big cat. All right.
You're like,
That's the end.
you run up to him, you swing, and you just literally don't come close to him. You rolled a 3. You just literally don't come anywhere. You're like, ah! And the wind kind of as you whiffed it over your head, the wind kind of carries it out of the way, and then you're like, ah! And he's like, really?
No, my fur is all wet. I don't like being wet. It's a thing. That's the end of my turn.
Player 4. You have, let me pull this up real here. You are, player 1, you hear inside your head, for some reason, you can hear the voice of the little guy standing a little bit behind you going, this is not good, this is not good, this is not good, this is not good.
Okay, I guess we're doing this. Okay. I'm just gonna run forward as I sort of get one of the stones that I have prepped and ready, like sort of latch it in the sling.
Alright. And then you're gonna wing it at him? So that would be a.
Then yeah, just going to try to sort of skirt around the edge of where this wind is and just sort of spin it overhead and let this projectile fly.
Alright, so we'll roll a d20 here. And you add 1. D20. D20.
Good luck.
You hit,
Nice.
and you deal.
Awesome.
Oh, you managed to whack him pretty good with that thing.
Is he still up?
Yes, he's still up.
Then I'm just going to immediately regret this decision. And again, voice in the head just going, oh, that was a bad idea.
Yeah, the Leonin, you hear, or actually, who's closest? Triton, you hear in your head, oh, this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. That didn't go well. It sounds like the little guy. And then we go up here to your other dog, which runs over to you and stares at you like, what? This guy will try to club somebody over the head.
I can't see much now. Just so you know.
Miss. All right, that hits. All right, for 1. Nope, not 87. 7. Make math work. There. Anyone does it. Okay. Next is Fire 1 again.
Right, okay. I'm going to move. I think I'm going to move to there. As I start to move, I motion for the dogs to follow me.
They
and
do.
I stand here. Standing sort of about 10 foot away from the bandit dude, and I'm going to try and intimidate him into surrender. Throw down your arms or die.
Okay. Intimidation.
So, do you roll that, or do you roll that?
I got you covered.
Cool.
3. Yep, you guys are not very intimidating in your ragged clothes carrying pieces of driftwood. Soaking wet.
Also, for some reason, you can't quite understand. You're hearing my voice going, "Nice doggy, nice doggy."
And I'll finish my go there. That's my turn. Hopefully the doggies will kind of flank me on either side.
Yeah. This person will attempt to slash again. That hits for 4. Seems pretty injured. This person runs up here. Makes their attack. Gets a really, you can, can't quite see, but you hear a scream off in the distance. Her turn to swing back at him. With a miss. Her turn to swing back at him. Let's see what we get here. Aha! Ooh. He bites it. Does a doornail. As you see her bring a warhammer down up over her head and just smash this guy right in the shoulder, and you see him collapse. Player 2.
Players, as me, I'm walking. I will turn to the small guy and tell him, "Great job, small one." Then I will move here, and I will like take a turn. Like I will maneuver this
Sure.
guy. Then we need to move fast. Then I will try to club him in the head.
All right, go ahead and make the roll. You guys have your sheets now. That hits for 1 point of damage.
Yeah, this weapon is not good.
Well, I mean, he looks fairly beat up at the moment.
Oh. And I will tell them we need to move quickly.
This person runs over, picks up their spear, and goes, "I don't know who you are, but thanks for the help. We haven't had a bandit attack in years." And she attempts to stab him with her spear. And miss.
Does she have an advantage because we are flanking him?
No, because there's nobody on the opposite side of her. You have to be able to draw a straight line between the person and... your dog runs up to follow you. This guy turns to the only person that's hit him so far. Or kind of. Well, the one that looks most intimidating, which is the Triton. And takes a swing at you. With a scimitar. And misses. Player 3. He's yelling, "Stupid cat people! Where do all you people come from? Supposed to be just a bunch of villagers. You guys swinging sticks at me?"
I was hoping you knew where I came from, and I'll hit him again with my driftwood, but this time it's going to work.
You say so.
Do I have a flanking bonus?
Yes, you do. You have
So,
advantage. You have
roll
advantage. Yes, you have flanking. The way I do flanking, I did not cover this with you. The way I do flanking is if you can flank somebody, your very first attack on your turn has advantage.
Okay, makes sense. So let me roll that again.
You get the distinct impression that the way you're holding this, you seem to notice that the problem you're having is that your claws keep digging into it, and you can't really get a good swing on it. Maybe you want to just drop it, and then you realize, hey, I have claws. Maybe we should just get rid of
That's
this.
new. All right, I've got claws. I just let go of the club on my follow through and it goes flying off somewhere.
Player 4.
So just going to sort of look across to this sort of very sort of fiery looking sort of individual who complimented me on just go, good job as well, go fast, okay, okay. Just going to reach down and pick up like a branch lying on the ground nearby to sort of justify why I have a club now.
Yeah.
Step in and try to just club this guy.
Well, you pick up the leanings because he swung at it and it was just like, pah, and pitched it off to the side. And you're just like, oh, I can use that.
Watch this nat 20 now with it.
Yeah.
It will be hilarious.
Uh, 7. Because yours rolled
So
automatically.
it's set up to do, yep. Okay, that's a miss.
Yeah. You swing and a miss. But it was a good effort. Your other dog runs up next to you.
I'm just going to sort of try to bare my teeth and just look as scary as possible.
Make an intimidation check. Everybody else has tried it. Maybe you'll work. Maybe it'll work for you.
He gets intimidated by the small guy.
No.
Nope.
The dog runs up. This guy takes a swing. Why is he? There you go. Is he going to hit? Yes. Perfect. This person doesn't look very good. He is not doing well. He is bleeding profusely. If you guys hover over these, you should be able to see the injured, uninjured, barely injured,
Yeah.
badly injured. So
Can we? How?
just
You
hover
just
over.
hover your-
Sorry, I couldn't hear. What?
Just hover your
Hover
mouse over the
mouse.
token.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're.
I can't see pretty much anything now, mate.
Player 1,
Ooh.
it's your turn.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna stride up to this guy,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do my best to smack him in the chops with the stick that I picked up.
Somebody's going to hit with one of these sticks, and it's going to be awesome.
So, where do I actions? Inventory. I don't think it's got roll the dice. Screw it.
You should have club. You should be able to click on your token. It should pop up a little.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, for crying out loud. I'm definitely a caster.
Everybody is rolling like 2s and 3s. It's not just you. It's common.
I know.
It's the commoner. It's the commoner problem.
I hope that will not apply to me later.
That guy's dead. This bandit. I'll attempt to scimitar this person again. This person hits for 3. At least somebody's hitting something.
Yeah, it would be nice if it was us.
It would be. This person is going to run away to here.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, he's about ready to die. This lady is going to take her, since this guy is horribly dead, she's going to run over to here. Being a dwarf, she goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She's going to run this way. Player 2.
Okay, I have a question. This guy is now surrounded by us, and if I hit him and tell him he need to surrender, is better. Where he's surrounded by us. Can I get advantage by intimidation?
You can attempt to intimidate him, but that won't give you advantage. You already have advantage because your first attack has advantage because you're opposite of him.
Then I will first hit him.
Sure.
16 with 2.
For 2 points of damage. All right.
And I will tell him, surrender now. It's better for you if you do not wish to die.
All right. Roll your intimidation.
Intimidation. Believe, yeah, here. Intimidation. 11.
Nope. He is not scared of you guys.
He have a death wish. Let's give it to him.
She moves over here, takes her attack.
Awesome.
Plus a 9 and a 9.
Oh.
What is it doing? Yep. Okay. Yep. She rolls a 9 and a 9. Miss. Your dog runs up behind you and is like, "Rrr, rrr."
Excellent. So long as he's growling at the right thing.
This guy sees that he's surrounded. Goes, all right, fine. He throws down his scimitar and his crossbow off of his back and goes, fine, that's fine.
On your knees.
And he drops to his knees.
Okay.
Player 3.
Step back.
You guys aren't out of combat yet, so hold on. Move yourself back. People are still trying to kill other people. Player 3, what would you like to do? This guy surrendered and dropped to his knees.
Yeah, can I pick up that crossbow?
You sure can.
I'll grab that and any bolts I can along with it and start moving this direction.
Okay.
35 gets me there, I think.
Yep, to the horse, to the dead horse.
Yep, and then taking a shot at the orc right here.
You don't have your action was to pick up all that stuff.
Oh, that was an action to grab that item interaction? Okay.
Yeah, because you don't have the item to pick stuff up. And then player 4. This guy's given up. You see the Leonin grab the crossbow and take off towards the village. Looks like he's kind of taking up a position behind the dead horse. And there's a shiny looking sword laying there on the ground.
I think I will stick with the sling. I'm just gonna like sort of throw the stick back down, swap back to the sort of makeshift sling I prepared, and go sort of running towards the fray as well. Once
Okay.
again, just sort of not consciously giving a battle cry, just not able to quite hide the panic in this. Just sort of run towards the fray.
With the big. You took the scimitar, right?
He didn't take it. He left it on the ground.
Oh. Oh, okay. Thought he took it.
Um,
So we'll sort of run up to that, and I'll have a stone loaded, prepped and ready, so that if this orc comes towards us, I will let it fly.
okay. Your other dog comes over here and he's like, "Grr, grr, grr, grr," and he bites at the guy.
Did we get a ruling earlier? Are they're basically the same breed of dog? So it
Yes,
looks like they're
yeah.
dogs that know each other.
Yeah, they're
okay.
yeah.
Can I talk? In my turn.
You can talk. You can talk pretty much whenever you want. Just keep it. This guy takes 3 points of damage and looks like he's about ready to die because your dog just took a big chunk out of him.
Yeah, I will tell the nymph, like, tell the dog to stop.
This guy was to here. Hey.
Just eyes closed, just letting it fly.
Okay.
So it's 1d20 plus 1.
Yes. Seven. Really makes you appreciate having a character class, doesn't it? Racial bonuses, stat blocks, all kinds of stuff, huh? Yeah, you let it fly, and he stops here and he's like, "Hey! This is our village, go away!"
Can I roll insight?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I think he's on our side, dude.
Yeah, this is not his village as in he lives here. This is his village as in we're raiding this village, go find your own village to raid. Alright, so player one, you're up.
Right, I'm gonna bend down and pick up the scimitar.
Okay.
I'm gonna toss it over to the Triton.
Okay.
Say, here, you might have use of this. I'm gonna move back to here, and I'm gonna call off.
Okay.
Master Pollux, come here.
This person's going to attempt to finish off the person in front of him. And miss. Wow. This person's going to step up behind this guy, flank him, and attempt to hit him. Look like he has advantage, because that's not going to do it. I mean, they don't have high armor classes. That'll do it. For walking. Two points of damage. First time this guy's been hit. He doesn't seem to be happy about it. This dwarf is charging 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So she runs all the way over to here. Player 2, it's your turn.
Yeah, I will catch the scimitar. I will thanks the nymph. Very grateful, and I will like make sure do not let the dog kill this guy. We need to know everything, and I will turn to this to the. Is that a female or male or what is that? The one who in this one. I will pin him. Pin her. This one.
But this one, this is a
Yeah.
friend of yours.
Yeah. What is it? Like a human male, human female?
That's a human female, I
Yeah, I
believe.
will tell her. Yeah, I will tell her. Tie this guy, and I will move. Of course, after I took the scimitar, and believe 30 feet,
Yep.
and I will before I attack, I will turn my back. Tell the small guy, stay behind, don't come closer.
Okay.
Then I will attack. I will attack the orc.
You don't get to attack the orc because, like player 3, picking up something off the ground is going to be your action to like get it and get a hold of it and then run over.
I didn't pick it. Like it been through on me.
Oh, it threw. Oh, yeah, he threw it to you. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Then give it to me and like before she leave. It is what 1d8 or 6?
1d6.
Okay, 1d6. Just let me try. 1d20.
If you've got any strength modifier, you get to add that as well, I assume.
Or dex.
I don't.
Or dex.
Okay. Then,
For dex, it's a finesse weapon as well.
no. Yeah, I don't have any modifier. First, I will. It is. I don't know how to roll. I know not how to roll this one. Yeah, okay. Slash roll
There should be a dice right up there.
1.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
There should be a dice plus, and you just put in the modifier.
9. I don't believe 9 hits him.
Nope, it does not.
Then, like, I will swing at him. I'll tell him, "You need to back off now."
It's just a little
I know.
litany of telepathic thought in your head. Just thank you, thank you.
Like, I will be confused. What's happened? Then I will turn the small guy. Stay behind me.
Can do. I can do that.
She runs up and attacks with her spear. And misses.
Oh
Wow.
Turns out all our weapons are just pool noodles.
Yeah. She gets a +3 to her attack. Like, your dog comes back over to you.
Yeah.
This guy's like, "Hey, I thought I surrendered. Get your dog off of me!" And he kind of scoots back a little bit away from the dog. Player 3.
Running up here and letting him have it with my claws.
Go for it.
Does that doesn't roll? Okay. Where's the how's this dice roller work?
Nice.
All right, so that's
That'll work.
2d4 plus 0, I think.
Yep.
Give me a second. I will
Do not have any strength or dex modifier.
I do not.
Not right now. He doesn't for some reason. I don't know why.
I got Leona got a +1 to strength, so it didn't take
Yeah.
up the modifier.
6.
Yeah.
So 7 points of damage to him.
I don't think I have a +1.
Okay, so 6. You drop him like a bad habit.
Yeah, these claws definitely work better than that piece of wood.
Yeah, he goes down in a horrible.
So you rip his throat out with one slash.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this totally works better.
Why wasn't I doing this the whole time?
Yeah.
And then I'll use the rest of my movement to start heading this way.
Okay.
where's the 20 feet? Is to there.
Player 4, you see the wingman basically gut this guy with his claws, blood splatters everywhere, and then he runs off, basically like, "Rah, ha, ha, ha."
Okay, I think once again, just generally sort of trying to stay in the middle.
Of everything.
So probably move up there.
Thanks, Dave, for the resub. Appreciate it. Yeah, 2 months already. That seems like a long time.
I'm sorry.
Erethan, thank you for the follow.
So once again, just going to have a stone prepped and loaded in the sling, ready for if anybody who looks hostile comes into range. And there's just a little chittering voice in the Leonin's head, just saying, stay behind, I can do that.
Your dog comes over, but he doesn't seem to be happy. Like, he looked really happy chewing on that guy. But he looks a little like, I thought we were going to eat that guy.
I look down at the dog, and in Sylvan, I'm going to say to him, "I didn't tell you to kill him."
Player 1, it is your turn.
Down and pat him on the head, and look over at the guy and say, "Stay on," and I'm going to move over to there.
Okay.
I'm going to yell back. I'm going to yell back at the dogs. Faster, Pollux, guard him.
Attack with scimitar. See if we can hit somebody. 18. Woohoo! And this person dies.
Crap.
This person is going to run back towards you guys, like disengage, screaming, "They're slaughtering the villagers! Help! Help us!" And the shield dwarf makes her 25-foot movement to here, and then is going to try to warhammer the crap out of this guy. And she hits for 3 points of damage, putting him at bloodied. He is he is injured. She seems to be the only one that knows what she's doing around here. Everybody else is just swish, 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 and she's got this she's got this warhammer. She's just running around like crack, 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 bashing heads in. Player 2.
I will turn to the female. Do not let that person run. And I will, like, in the back to make sure. Leave the rest, we can handle it. And I will move. Here. Then this guy, I will throw my stick on him.
This guy?
No, this guy with us, right? No, this guy is, let me pin him. This guy. You saw him?
No, I can't see.
I pinned him.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I pinned him. Then I will throw the club.
Let's stick at him.
That's what is my...
All right.
Yeah.
You have disadvantage because you're basically chucking a piece of wood at this guy. You're throwing a log at him. But I've seen weirder things happen, so go ahead. Throw a log at him. I mean, it's not really a log.
Oh wait, give me one minute. Okay, I will just roll the same club.
Yep.
17.
Wow.
Roll again, because you have disadvantage.
21.
Roll damage.
I rolled the 21 or the 17.
The 17, but yeah, either one of them. For 2 points of damage.
Two.
Yeah, as you run up.
So we've learned that Triton Society indulges in the caber toss.
Yes. Apparently. Hold on.
Stick fitting.
Hold on a second.
I think.
By the way, just so you know, I can't see the map at all. It's all black. I can see all the tokens. Can't see the map.
Because you don't have a light source.
I've got dark vision.
Oh. Where are you? Here?
Yup.
Alright, let me fix your token. For some reason, I don't know why.
Okay.
Oh. That's why.
It's
How's that?
I think when
Is that better?
I think
That's exactly the same.
Why did
I
it?
mean, I can see the tokens, so I can move around. It's not an issue.
Yeah,
I
it
just don't
should.
I think when I can pin
Alright.
the token of enemy and roll damage, I can auto roll him immediately.
Yeah. Making saving throws for your dogs here. Hold on a second. They both failed.
True.
They both failed. Okay.
Okay.
So this lady runs this way to the middle of you guys. Like your dog runs
Yep.
to here.
Okay.
This guy is crawling away because nobody's paying attention to him.
I told him not to.
Player
I
3.
told this female to
Alright.
tide him.
No, she's a warrior. Her job is to defend. That's what she told you.
Running up there, hurdling the guy on the ground, and swiping out with my claws.
Which guy?
The one in the middle.
Oh, the guy in the middle. Yeah, go ahead.
Advantage for flanking.
Yep.
Luxor. A good hit.
Yeah. I mean, crit,
Roll again, maybe you.
Yeah,
crit
crit
again.
fish. Oh, no, that was 2d20. Oh, yeah, so 18 hits for 4 damage, and this guy goes down like a sack of bricks.
Yeah, claws over stick anytime.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Full damage.
And then player 4.
Already left. Where's that one?
No, that's a good guy. This is the
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna run over to him and just generally try to see if I can help at all because he's pretty badly injured. So, I'm here to help. Let me see. I'm just gonna sort of reach down and tear another strip off the sort of rags that I'm wearing, and just try to make it like a makeshift bandage for the worst of his wounds.
medicine check.
Oh god. Oh god.
You start poking your finger in his wounds.
You just start trying to shove it up his nose.
Roll me
It looks like you're going to lose this wound, so I'm gonna have to make a tourniquet.
Does it hurt when I pushed here? Ah!
And I just start attaching the tourniquet around the leg that's like completely fine.
Yes. He's like, ow, ow, ow! Whatever you're doing, stop it! Stop, please. That's not helpful.
And the guy is just getting telepathic messages from me going like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
All right. You guys are now out of combat. Congratulations. You survived your first combat without dying as commoners. We're about at the hour and a half point. We're going to take a quick break right here, get some more stuff set up, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
Currently, shouldn't be seeing anything on the Founder screen.
You should be.
Then let me reload because I see just a blank screen.
Everybody should be able to see everything on the screen right now.
See a map with a bunch of our tokens and a bunch of other people on there.
Yes.
Let me log back in.
So, welcome back. I forgot to eat lunch, so I'm going to turn my camera off here in a minute while we do this. However, we had to change maps. The other map was apparently too big for what we were trying to do. I want to thank everybody who's watching, who's subscribed. We got our Extra Life donation there in the corner of the stream. If you could please go ahead and donate to Extra Life. All the money that they raise goes to Children's Miracle Network, which helps children's hospitals around the U.S. And the money you donate here to me on my channel will go directly to the university, go directly to Cincinnati Children's Hospital here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Great people. They've helped two of my older children, and a friend of mine has a child that goes there at least twice a month. They work almost entirely off of donations and grants, so anything you can do to help will be appreciated. We do have some contests. At every $100 mark that I hit, I will be giving away a set of polyhedral D&D dice. At the 500 mark, I will be giving away this cool little box of D&D minis from Volo and Morgan Canaan's Foes, Icons of the Realm. At the 750 mark, I will be putting together a one-shot where the group is composed entirely of kobolds. If you want to see the reasoning behind that, you can go watch the Extra Life 24-hour streams that we did last month. And then at 1,000, much to my chagrin, but I want to raise this money, so I'm going to force myself to do this. I will be dressing as a cleric of the Dab God from Oregon, where all of our games are played. And I will be dabbing for 30 seconds on camera. Also, to make it more interesting, if you donate at least $50, you will get the ability to vote in the poll for what music I dab to. Apparently, at the moment, it's either something by Lady Gaga or Ave Maria. I'm not sure where we're at the moment. David is in charge of that, so we'll see how that goes. But that's what we're working for. Also, if you'd like to donate directly to the stream, you can join us on Patreon. You, of course, can sub to the stream, which we appreciate. It is September, so all the subs are have a reduced price. Also, if you have a Amazon Prime subscription, you get a free Twitch Prime subscription. I think they changed the name of it to Twitch Gaming or something like that now. Same thing. And you get one of those free. We'd love for you to do that. Or you can donate directly at patreon.com, become a patron, and the donate tip jar down there at the bottom. Again, all of our streams are brought to you by you, the viewers. We like to do this, but it does take money to do things. Keep up the internet, keep the lights on in the house, feed me, because if you have a hungry DM, you have an angry DM, and they might actually kill one of your characters off. That being said, we also have, I will be running a game Sunday at 5:30. All times are Eastern time here in the U.S., 5:30 Eastern, for What Lies Ahead, where David, who is playing player 4 at the moment, because his character doesn't have a name yet, is also there with DM the Mark Knight, a couple of other of our friends. It is set in the distant past of Oregon. And a new announcement. I was accepted to be a DM for Zero Session. Check out their Discord. They're a great place for DMs and players to get together. It's mainly one-shots that are played on Roll20. So I will be doing that here in the future. So I look forward to that. And then we have a couple of other things in the works. I also play Magic the Gathering. You can check out me playing that game horribly because I am a judge and we don't play it very well. But I do play random janky decks. I like to pick a card and try to see if I can make the card do anything in the actual deck. So you can see me and Miss M draft occasionally. That's my daughter. Also, last weekend we had a pre-release that is still up on Twitch. I believe it hasn't been, we haven't finished editing it for YouTube yet. It's about 9 hours long. You can skip several sections of it, but we did an entire pre-release, so you can check out those cards, and then we did a draft afterwards. So let's get back. So you guys have just finished helping defend this poor village from the evils of a bandit group. The fight just finished. You just came out of combat. So what did you want to do?
Any of the villagers that knocked down, any of them would benefit from medical help? Anything we can help with there?
As you look around, yeah, if you go inside the village and laying around out here, there's quite a few people that are injured. You also notice that probably a third of the villagers are dead.
I've like got a really loose knot around the leg of this one guy who's like desperately trying to get away. And so you're like, I'll get it under control.
Yeah, he seems.
Go ahead.
He seems that he's not happy with what you're doing to him. I mean, I don't know why.
I have excellent bedside manner.
I'm sure you do. You might want to try to convince him of that, though.
Is that other bandit still trying to crawl away?
What was that sign?
Is that other bandit still trying to crawl away?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to set the dogs on him.
I'll try to stop. Leave him to me, please. I will only knock him out. Then I will go to him and just knock him out without killing him.
All right. I need you both to make animal handling checks to see if they listen to Sai or Manam.
Me or Sai?
Both of you.
Oh, okay.
Well, so the one dog that's not exactly friendly to anybody, he continues over to the back guy and tries to take a bite out of him.
Yeah, I will stop him. Like I will literally hold him.
Okay, make a athletics or acrobatics check to grapple him.
Athletic. 20.
Not bad. Let's see what the dog has to say about it, though.
He crit.
He could.
Oh god, it will be hilarious. Like I will.
Nope. You grab a hold of him.
Yeah, I will hold him. Miss Nymph, can you please tell this dog to stop attacking this injured one?
An enemy?
Yeah.
He was killing these villagers.
Yeah, but he defeated. He surrendered. If he didn't surrender, I am with you. But he fall in his knee and he surrendered. And I will start him pulling the dog and try to stop the dog from attacking the man and tell the man to not move if you do not wish to die.
Yeah, I'll try and whistle and call the dogs back, both of the dogs back over to me.
Okay, make another check. It's very confusing. They both come back over. They're confused a little. Like, do you want us to bite him? You don't want us to bite him. You want us to bite him? You don't want us to bite him.
I'm just going to move over to there and put my hands on their collars and tell them both to sit. And then I'll pull. We found some food, didn't we? And I'll pull a little bit of food,
Yeah.
like bread or something, out of my pouch, and feed both the dogs a treat once they've both sat down.
The moment the dog left, I will turn and I'll thank the nymph. Thank you. Then I will move out to this injured one, and I will ask him, "You gonna come with me, like it or not?" And I will try to restrain him and bring him to the village.
He lets you. He's bleeding profusely from several dog bites and got a big bruise on the side of his head from where one of you hit him with a stick. And he's got a gash in his chest from he's got some claw marks on him, some bite marks. He looks like he's been ravaged by wild animals in the forest. This is what he looks like. So he's not putting up much of a fight.
He's had a bad day.
Yeah. And the moment I bring him back, I will try to look. Is there a place for him? A prison? We need to ask him why did they attack the village, or if they have a hideout.
Yeah, looking around the villagers, is there anybody that looks like they're in charge or taking charge?
Yeah, the two people out front, the three people out front, they're talking to you. The rest of the villagers are still trying to put the fires out.
Then the moment they, yeah, if there is still a fire, I will first I will bring this guy to near. I will bring him to the big cat, and I will hand it to him. I will keep him with you if you please. I will try to stop the fire. Then I will move to the fire and I will try to make a line, and I will create 60 feet of wall of water to stop the fire if I can.
You do not have access to that ability yet.
It's called wall of water.
Yes, you don't have. That's based on level. You do not have that yet.
Oh, okay. Then there's nothing I can do. I will help them.
You can.
If I can.
Yeah, you
As
can.
you sort of wave your hands, expecting something to happen, you notice that I've stepped up beside you, and when nothing happens, I sort of copy the gesture. Just sort of. What's it supposed to do?
Something in my mind, but I think I made a mistake. Let's help them to. Let's help them, and I will tell the small guy, "Come with me," and we're gonna help the village to stop the fire.
Okay, with you guys coordinating the effort, it takes about 15 minutes to get the rest of the fires put out. The place is pretty badly damaged. Like most of the houses, you notice the big, oops, not what I want. Notice that this big area, this big building here is about half burned down. Several of these houses are just destroyed. It looks bad.
Yeah. After we help them, I will ask one of them first. Where are we? What's called this village called, and what's this land?
What do you mean? What this? Well, the village is cliffs. The village is cliffside.
I
Fairly.
I apologize. I failed to explain that. Me and my companion, we seem to have a problem that we don't remember, and we might ask you if you know which land we are.
Yeah, this is Oregon.
Oregon. Does my character remember this land, or he know anything about it?
Seems familiar. It seems like you grew up here, or at least close to it.
Since I have custody of the prisoner now, I'll drag him up to the villagers that look like they're in charge and ask them, is there a place you'd like to secure this prisoner?
Right where he's at is fine.
Does anybody have rope that I can tie him up with? I don't have any.
We might have some somewhere. And the dwarf step.
You're going to need some. I'm sure you're.
Well, the dwarf steps up and goes, well, as long as the supply shed didn't go up in flames, probably got some there. She seems to be quite gruff with you, but she also kind of eyeballing player 4, the little guy, and it's like, are you a goblin?
No.
Okay.
Can I insight check? Just because I get the impression that that's like not something.
No, you're not a goblin. You know,
I know that.
Yes, you know wholeheartedly that you are not a goblin. Well, you're not a goblin anymore.
Do I see her giving the side eye to my friend there?
Well, yeah. I mean, she's a dwarf. He looks like a goblin. That's. I mean.
Yeah, I will gently remind her he just helped save your village.
I just asked if he was a goblin. They're pretty good with ropes and stuff. I figured he knew how to tie a knot.
Oh, you need rope? Here. And I'll take the sort of strip of cloth I was using as a sling. As what I had to do. You can maybe tie his hands with this.
Actually, that's a pretty good idea.
I will attempt to tie his hands with the strip of cloth.
Yeah, go ahead. You tie. I mean, yeah, you tie his hands in a knot. He's not. He's bleeding profusely. There's a pool of blood forming near him.
Well, then I'll transfer custody of him to the village before he dies on my watch.
We don't want him, but the dwarf's like, can I just hit him?
Who's the authority here? Who upholds the law? Who should we give him to?
Well, I'm the mayor. This guy says, I'm the mayor. I'm the authority here.
Guess it's your job to decide on his fate then.
Yeah. I'm Gillian Millbridge, and this is the Master Smith here, Askaz Silverforge. So, yeah. So why don't you just? He turns to the dwarf and goes, what do you think we should do with them, Karn? She's like, put him in the shed till we can till the magistrate comes by in, what, 2 weeks? He's like, yeah, I guess that's fine. So they take your prisoner, bleeding profusely, and take him over here to one of these sheds back here.
Okay.
Mayor Millbridge looks at you and goes, so where did you come from? Like, there's nothing over there except the beach. Did you land a ship? Did you land a ship here?
In a manner of speaking?
We are not sure. We have a shared story that we woke up on the beach with no memory.
and there was a shipwreck off the beach.
Whoa.
So
How big of a ship was it? Because you can only get the little skiffs in here, and nobody comes in here that way because, well, the port's 2 more days up the coast. You could have just gone there. Why were you trying to land here?
I don't think the plan was to land. I think there was some kind of problem with the ship.
Oh,
But
Just gonna sort of look up at the sky. Is it fairly stormy weather? Is there a possibility the
Yes.
ship would have been like forced?
oh yes, it absolutely it absolutely could have been. I mean, there's a storm that's rolling away from here. You guys have been rained on earlier. It's quite damp around here. So yes, it entirely could have been a storm.
it was the storm, and we've just woken up. Look, I'm absolutely drenched. Would you mind if we could find somewhere just to get a fire going and get, get a bit dry and not stand out here in the cold?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We can definitely go in. So they head over to the tent over here. Well, it's not really a tent. It's the building over here, which is a longhouse. Part of it's been burned, but it seems mostly intact now that the fire's been put out. Looks like it was mostly superficial.
That's good.
I will tell the mayor that this is quite embarrassing, but I'm fairly hungry and I don't have coin to my name to pay for food.
Oh, no, that's just quite all right. We'll get some food for you all. You helped us. We don't normally get bandits around here. They don't normally come this close to civilization. They normally just rove out in the wilderness. They haven't attacked a village in, well, I don't remember. It's been years since the last time we had any kind of trouble like that around here.
Well, I'm pleased that we were around to at least to help you out, at least somewhat.
Well, here, come inside, get warm. We'll get you some food. Do you need clothes? It looks like you're wearing rags.
That would be appreciated.
Agreed. Anything to perhaps cover my modesty would be appreciated.
Oh, absolutely. She sends. He sends this other lady off, and she runs off to go get you some stuff. One of the commoners comes in, and the looks like basically like a cook. She comes in and she starts fixing stuff in a stew pot. Smells really good. She throws in some meat, throws in some nice fresh vegetables. Everything seems hunky-dory. She's like, so you don't know who you are?
No, I have no memory of myself. It's very disconcerting.
Well, you do know what you are, right? You're a layman.
Yes, I was been able to determine that, and I'll just kind of flash my claws out and back in.
And you're a Triton.
That's obvious.
And
Like how it look.
you're an Orad.
Yes, I believe so.
And if you're not a goblin, I would almost bet that you're a Verdant, aren't you?
Let's go with that. Sure. You would know better than I. Not a goblin, though.
No, I don't think you're a goblin. You're way too cute to be a goblin. Goblins have giant noses and are warts and things. They're nice people.
What's a goblin?
They kind of look like you, except they're more brownish and have warts and big noses. And I mean, they're nice enough people as long as you leave them alone. They're great tunnelers. I mean, them and the dwarves can dig you a tunnel in no time flat.
Okay, so I'm a Verdan.
Yeah, you guys are fairly new. I mean, you guys have only been around a couple hundred years. Something about some ancient power turning goblins into a different race. It's really weird. I don't believe it. I think you guys are just an offshoot of goblins, but that's just, I don't know.
Okay, so I have no memory of what I am, and I am a member of a race that have been around for an incredibly short amount of time. Have almost, presumably, no established culture or civilization that I could return to. So I am starting over from scratch, in quite literally every way possible.
Well, I mean, you're
Good.
more than welcome to stay here, or like I said, the town's, well, it's 2 days up. It's 2 days on the ocean. It's 7, 8 days ride from here.
First of all, we need to take care of your problem. If they attacked you like that, I believe they're gonna attack you again.
I don't think there's any more of them. I mean,
I hope so.
you killed all those, and then, well, you took the one prisoner. By the way, I don't mean to be rude, but are you going to do something about the dead bodies?
I will look to them, then I will see what, if anything, can useful to us.
By all means.
Thank you. And I will check the dead body if they have something can help us in our adventure.
You find 3 suits of, 1, 2, 3, yeah, because the other guy's wearing his. You have 3 suits of studded leather, 4 scimitars, 4 short crossbows.
I will take these from it, and I will bring it to the party member, and I will give it to. I believe the suited leather is very big for our cute goblin. King?
Oh, it'll fit. He's medium, small sized. It's fine.
Sorry, Han.
Then,
I would accept a suit of armor if there's one available for me and find a place to go clean it.
then I will give it one to the Leon Lemon
Leonin?
Leonin.
You know, just call me Leon for now until we figure this all out.
Then I'll give one to Leon, and I will take one, and I will give one to our friend, a small guy, Verdun. We need to give a name.
I guess if you are Leon, would that be Verd or Dan? I will be Dan.
Damn.
Good. Then Dan, have one. Try to size it to yourself. I will look to the nymph and I will apologize. Believe regular clothes is more than enough. If it's okay.
About that time, the Smith comes back and has a big wad of clothes and kind of dumps them on the table. And it's like, there's the spares that we got from everybody. I'm not sure what'll fit who, but there you go.
I'm going to try and find a pair of boots, a pair of leggings, some kind of tunic and a cloak.
You managed to find a pair of walking boots, a pair of leggings, and a dress. Because that's what they brought for the girl. it's a farming community. Like there's like, you know, it's basically like a nice utilitarian, you know, work dress. That's think Amish.
Is there a set of clothes that fits me, my large frame?
Yeah. There's clothes that fit fit everybody. Like I said, they're utilitarian, basic traveling clothes, but they're not wet, and they're not rags.
That's a plus.
So I sort of slide on the leather armor and then start putting on like a shirt over the top of it, and then just almost compulsively tear a strip off of this shirt as well, so that it's more like a crop top. And I've got my bare midriff with the leather armor visible underneath.
Okay.
For me, after cleaning the armor, and I will. The armor come with the boot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I will just wear the boots, the gloves, and regular clothes, and the leather armor above it.
Okay. Yeah, you all get situated. While you're doing that, the food is served. It's really nice beef stew. There's some fairly. It's not fresh bread. The bread was made this morning, but it's not stale and rock hard. And the mayor and the dwarf comes back, and she's like, "So, you guys did pretty good out there. Why would you help us? I mean, I'm glad, but most people don't do stuff like that for free."
No,
You were in trouble, and you looked like you needed help.
there's no reason for us. People who need help, we help. For me, that's the reason enough.
Well, yes, it's studded leather. We're all studded leather. Well, I appreciate it. I'm kind of like the constable around here. Not really, but when you have a big warhammer, most people tend to give you a wide berth. I'm actually in charge of the sap harvesting, and she's like, "You guys ever seen sap harvesting before?"
I don't remember.
"Oh, you got to come see this while there's still light outside." And she takes you over to the edge of this cliff here, where there's large branches from the cliff's about 60, 70 feet high. And at the top, you can see this huge set of trees that span almost as far as you can see. And she walks over, and you can see there's these little contraptions built into these. And she walks over, and she goes, "Watch this." And she pulls a big lever, and sap starts to pour out into one of the buckets that sit underneath it. And she closes it up, and she's like, "You'll never find better riftwood sap anywhere."
What are its uses?
It's used in everything. You can make alcohol out of it. You can make glue out of it. You can use it to flavor stuff. You can make syrup out of it. Sometimes mages come, they want to use it for spell components. We sell this stuff by the barrel to the city. But when she starts to look around, well, that's going to be a problem. The cart's burned down. We only have one cart. We'll have to build a new one, which means that the shipment will be late again, and it'll cost us some more money. You see, she's just like, she's very matter-of-fact about all of this. But she hadn't realized until now that the cart was basically a pile of flaming dirt.
Do you have any carpenters in town?
Well, yeah. I mean, we have two, but, well, we have one and an apprentice. So I guess you'd call that 1.5 carpenters. But I don't know if he knows. I mean, he's not a cartwright. I mean, he can build a house. I don't know if he can build a wagon. I mean, wagon wheels are kind of specialized.
How
what do you
much
have
is
to
the
transport?
shipment? Yeah, it would one cart be enough?
It would what?
How big is the shipment that you need to make? Would one cart be enough? Or do you need more than one?
Well, one cart would be enough, but it's 8 barrels. I mean, we're not talking a little wagon or anything. I mean, we're talking like a real cart.
How heavy are these barrels?
Takes 4 people to lift one.
So we can't carry
Okay.
it for you then. Okay.
No, you're not going to carry them
No.
8 days. I mean, you might be able to roll them, but if they break, then we're out the sap and out the money for them.
Do you at least have horses? Is that the word?
Yeah, we got horses. I mean, assuming some of them survived. And she starts looking around, and she's like, "Oh yeah, there they are. They're putting them back over there in the corral."
It might be a
Well,
bit slower, but a sledge might be enough to at least you could hitch it to the horses and they could drag it.
None of you know how to make a cart? None of you are cartwrights?
I don't remember. I can try.
Me too.
Okay.
I
Well,
could try and help. Don't
Are there any
think
other villages or farms nearby you
I'll
can
help.
borrow a cart from?
well, the nearest village is 3 days away. I mean, we could go up there and get one. You'd take 3 days to get there, and then 3 days to get back, and then 8 days to get up there. We'd still be late, but I guess we could deliver it.
But better to be late than never.
Yeah, but if you're late too often, they'll buy it from somebody else.
Oh, there is that.
And then we'd gone through all that work without actually being able to sell it, or at least sell it for what it's worth.
Then we don't have only to try to make it ourselves. If you have axes and knives,
Well, we have all the tools. Tools we got.
then I will look if we can. I will look to Dan and Leon. Do you want to try with me?
Let's build a cart.
Well, we probably want to do it.
Ducked down and been drawing like in the dirt with his finger. And once he finishes, sort of steps back, looks down at it, and you realize he's drawn a fish. This is a cart, right? Or am I getting that confused?
A cart, it's got a bottom, 4 sides, and 4 wheels. How hard could it be?
Well, you
Actually,
probably
let's
want to
have
start
that-
that tomorrow, since it's almost dark. You guys can sleep in there. We'll get you some. I'm sure they've got something for you to sleep.
Before that, I will ask: is there a plate with some food?
Yeah, no, they served you. They served you food already.
No, another plate with the food.
Another plate.
Yeah, with the
I mean,
food. I will not.
There's some left over.
Then I will take the some left over, and I will go to our prisoner here, and I will I believe after all this he's hungry and starving, but I will not give it to him. I will sit and I will tell him I have few questions.
He seems to be sleeping. Make a perception check.
Okay. Perception. 20.
He's not moving.
It's a deep sleep.
That's not good. I will check his pulse. I'll check his breathing.
Nope. Doesn't appear to be breathing.
Then immediately I will remove his armor, and I will bring him outside to bury him with his friend. Like, you're gonna see me removing a dead body, holding him and dragging the dead body, and and like I believe they're already like they're a hole for them.
Oh, no, they built a little pyre over here that they're burning them in.
Yeah, then I will go and of course I remove the leather armor.
Yeah, it's
Then I
over here.
will yeah, I will go and throw him there, and I will return. I said this guy is dead.
By the way, I am going to take one of the scimitars, and I'm going to take the
Yeah.
light crossbow and
Yeah,
6 of the bolt.
Yeah,
and by the way,
there was enough for
Sorry, go ahead.
everybody. There was enough for one for
Yeah.
everybody if you wanted one.
All right, I'll grab one.
and
Yeah,
and
I
I will.
I don't want the armor, but I'm going to take the scimitar and the light crossbow.
Then I will keep the armor if anybody need it. Or later on, I can get rid of. But I will keep the armor with me.
Okay.
For the time being, yeah.
So, yeah, you take the body out there, drop him off next to the pyre. They're like, well, it'll be good and hot here in a minute. Just roll him on in there.
Roll him there.
And so there's 4 bodies up there. They're like, yeah, we don't want to bury anybody. We always the best thing to do is to burn them so their souls can, travel to the beyond. And then
Like
one of the guys steps forward and starts saying a prayer. He starts out by saying, "Oh gracious Thondra, she who lights our way from one path to the next, please secure these souls into the next life." And he kind of bows his head a little bit, and then everybody's like, everybody says, "Blessed Thondra," and then they all kind of like stand there and then finish watching the bodies, make sure they finish burning.
Does anything of their prayer or the name Thondra ring any bells for my character?
Are you out there?
I don't know. Probably not. I guess. I guess I'd still be in the longhouse if they set us up for bed.
Okay.
by the way, I'm there.
I don't mind. I don't mind if you're. I don't care if you're there or not. I just want to know if you were there.
I guess if it was a thing where people were gathering, I would follow out there. But if it's just one person doing it,
Yeah, no. There's just like the 3 guys moving bodies and stacking wood.
all right. Yeah, then I'm still inside.
Yeah. The rest of the village doesn't care.
I think I'm with them because I already bring the.
Yeah. You brought the guy. You brought the guy out there. You saw it.
Yeah.
If anybody else went with him, just let me know. You seem to remember something about Thondra. She's probably a deity of some sort. Sounds kind of like maybe death or battle or dying or something like that.
God of Death.
So you guys finish your evening. You settle down for rest, and you start thinking about what's going to happen to you and the exhaustion of your current situation takes a hold, and you all drift off into a deep, deep sleep. You wake up in the morning, and the village is already bustling by the time you wake up. One of the villagers comes in and goes, "Oh, you're finally awake. Thought you were going to build a cart today. You've already wasted like 2 hours of daylight." And he's saying this while he's busy grabbing some stuff out of a armoire and heading back outside.
I guess I'll follow him. Does he seem like he's coordinating the effort on the cart, or is he just being mean to us?
Probably just farmers get up early. Anybody who sleeps past dawn is lazy.
We were kind of involved in a shipwreck and a battle yesterday, so I don't know what he's on
Yeah.
about.
Rumors are that you guys just showed up out in the middle of nowhere. Just like
Yeah.
you know how the rumor mill is. Anybody who didn't actually see what happened just assumes you guys are whatever.
Before layabouts, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe everyone woke up, right?
Yeah, everybody's awake.
Yeah. Then I will ask if they have access, the tools to start to make cart.
Yeah, we got wood and stuff like that. Just the cart's not the problem; it's the wheels. If you don't get the wheels right, the cart won't move.
We're gonna do our best.
Okay.
And
Who all
I
is
will turn-
Who all is participating in the we're going to build a cart project?
Leon will help with the cart.
Okay.
Of course.
Well, look, I'm certainly. I've got I feel like I've got a certain affinity with wood, so I'm certainly going to try and help. I don't know
Okay.
how much use I'll be, but I'm certainly going to try.
So, let's go with let's check everybody's skills. Well, we're going to make this a cumulative roll. You guys need to reach 100, and you each get to roll once every hour.
Okay.
And we are going to
what are we
make.
rolling?
Well, it's going to be your choice. If you're going to be more in the planning phase, you roll intelligence. If it's going to be more of the construction work itself, it will be dexterity. And once you choose which one of those you want to do, that's what you're stuck with for at least the first 4 hours.
What about the
Okay.
heavy work?
The heavy work you have there are other people helping. This is just what you guys are going to be doing. Like the heavy lifting and stuff is the easy part. It's nailing it so it puts it at right angles and isn't lopsided and things like that.
Then which check we need to do? It is dexterity and intelligence.
It's dexterity or intelligence. If you're going to help plan it or you're going to help nail it together.
Yeah, you said that there was still one cart, so I think that would be the first thing that Dan's going to do is go and just be sort of like walking around, just peering at it.
Oh no!
So looking at the wheels and
There's not another cart. There's one cart and it's burnt.
Okay, well, just looking at the wreck
Oh,
of
yeah.
this cart there,
Yeah.
trying to piece together what it was supposed to look like before it burned.
And you have a rough idea, like you have amnesia, but basic concepts like you know what a cart is, you know what a horse looks like. You know if you ran across a dragon.
The way I'm playing it
Yeah.
is that I'm not great at common because my first language is Goblin.
Yeah.
So the reason I drew a fish is I was thinking carp, not cart.
Oh, okay. All right. I understand more now. Thank you. I was like, I don't know what he's doing, but I'm sure there's a reason behind it. So yeah. So make an intelligence check. See if you can figure out what the new carp looks like.
I'm going to try and use my knowledge of wood to try and choose from amongst the wood the best pieces of wood
Okay, so
for different things. I'm going to say, look, I use this stuff for making the cart. Maybe this wood will go best on the wheels.
okay.
Looking at the grain and the way that it would work.
All right, so you will be on the intelligence checks team, along with apparently Dan, Leon.
No need to think about it. I just grab some wood and get to it.
Okay, so 15 intelligence check. All right.
Oh.
So you're at 16.
Wheels are triangles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will tell Leon, try not to break anything.
No.
Then
Okay.
I will try dexterity.
Okay.
I will try 17.
All right. Good. That's one for everybody, right?
Yes.
No. Yeah. Dan's going to. All right. An hour goes by. You guys seem to be doing okay. Leon occasionally has to be. You have to. You nail something down, turn around, and somebody's pulling it apart again.
We gotta stop working against each other here.
Yeah. All right. The second hour. Go ahead.
Double
Rick,
down.
I'm gonna collect wood into different piles, explaining that they're for different parts of the construction. Once you determine I've done that for long enough, I'll then go on to physically helping to make it.
Okay. Like I said, the first 4 hours are going to be because people are moving stuff around, and there's only the 4 of you plus 2 other people who are basically helping.
If you reckon it's 4 hours that it would take to divide up the woods into the right parts, that's cool.
Yeah.
So the first 4 rolls for me would be.
Well, yeah. Well, you're going out. You're going out with them out into the forest. That's a little further out this way to go. Like, cut down that tree. Don't cut down that tree. Use this one. Don't use that one.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine, mate. I just wanted to know how long.
Yeah.
How long you determined it would be.
Yeah.
That's good.
So make your next set of rolls, please. See how many ones we get.
Wow, nice.
Nice.
2 15s and
Okay.
While I'm working, I tipped my leg.
Yeah, smacking your thumbs. That's. Leon has gotten better about right angles now. He has learned the concept of right angles. Oh, like this. You can't put them together like this and nail them together from end to end. You have to turn them one of them sideways. Oh, I get it.
Dan has sort of been.
Oh, go ahead.
Dan has sort of been like at the wheels where there's been like the thick trunk of a tree that's just had like a wedge carved off of it that's sort of like roughly circular, and has just been sort of clawing away all of the bark with a combination of his nails and, for any particularly tough spots, his teeth, and then been trying to sort of file it down into like a sort of perfect circular shape.
Yeah. Completely ignoring the fact that there's plenty of woodcarver's tools laying around. So yeah, you guys start to get a pretty fairly decent cart started. It's been a couple of hours. You guys take a little break, have a snack, get something to drink, and you begin again. After the second set of, after 4 total hours, you manage to get a fairly decent looking cart bed. Good supports to it, and Dan has decided that if you just use 2 logs that roll, you don't need to make 4 wheels.
Flintstone style.
Yeah, Flintstone style. Because why make more? Why go to extra work when you don't have to? Also because, well, Dan has decided that I did all this work on these 2 tree trunks. I'm just going to use them both.
I will say to make sure that it can hold the barrel when we travel.
Oh, yeah. Very good. Yeah, you guys, you'll have to test that once you get the wheels on it, though. So, you guys go about, if, let's say, let's let Sai, you make a dex roll, and Dan, you make the intelligence roll for this set.
Okay.
And you both have advantage because there is another person helping you.
Okay, so roll with advantage.
All
15.
right. Good. 10. Yep.
10.
Yep. Leon and Dan have decided that yes, the Flintstone style cart is probably the best way to do things. Plus, Leon has convinced Dan that because you can't use the whole log, you can't use the log. If you cut little V shapes in it all the way around it, it'll have more traction. because that seems better. Because
What I was
that's
going to say as well is that Dan's been sort of leaving gaps, little holes in the sides of the cart, so that we could like thread some rope through it to try to keep the sort of barrels stable
okay.
while they're on the cart. Because if it's going to be a bit rickety and shaking about, hopefully that will keep them from falling off.
That's a good idea. That's a very, very good idea.
All right, so you guys finish 6 hours worth of work, and you're now ready to apply or attempt to apply the wheels, the 2 sets of treads to what is apparently going to be a small armored vehicle instead of a cart at this point.
It's gonna work.
So, who wants to make the roll?
What's the role it will
It's
be?
going to be one intelligence roll. Somebody gets to make it. Who do you want to be responsible for whether the front wheels go on or not?
Leon has discovered that he's much better as a helper in this scenario.
Anyone else feeling up to it?
I will make the role.
Okay.
Intelligence, right?
Yep, you have advantage.
I'll help him.
My
Yeah.
team.
All right.
Get in, sir.
All right. The front one, the front log goes on, spins the way it's supposed to. I don't know how you guys figured that out, but it manages to do what you want it to do. Who's making the check for the next one?
If you like,
Dan or Cy, or you want to give it a try, Leon?
I'll do it.
Cy's going to do it. Okay.
That's for the best.
I'll
Oh, yeah, they both go on. At the end of a long and grueling 8-hour day, you guys have made yourself a cart with treads. As you guys stand there, proud of what you've accomplished, several of the villagers are just kind of looking at you. Like one of them walks over to you, and Leon's kind of standing next to you and goes, "Are those wheels?"
Yeah, they roll, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, never seen one like that before. Maybe do they build them like that where you come from?
I think for a
no
second.
idea.
Yeah, we'll say that's where we learned it from.
Okay. So now for the official test. You guys hook up some horses to it. Cy, you are the one that has seemed to have the best luck with animals.
Yep.
So, so if you want to climb on top and give me an animal handling check to see if you can get these horses to pull this cart.
Nice.
18.
It's quite bumpy. It's
Okay.
ka-tunk, 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 ka-tunk. You ever driven in a car or like a pickup truck that doesn't have any suspension over like those concrete bridges that that's what you guys have there. It works.
Functional.
It's functional.
Can I see what's the problem and fix it?
Probably could use wheels instead of treads, but it looks like it's worked, and you guys have put in a whole day's worth of work here. And then once you start pulling it around, you get to pull it around to where the barrels are. You guys load the barrels up. Dan, give me a sleight of hand check to see if you can secure those ropes the way you want them. Yeah, you tie some ropes around them. They seem secure to you.
May I ask, can re-check what he did?
No, they look tied. Everything, all the barrels are tied down.
I am very...
Yeah, you. So you can't. So the roll doesn't mean anything. You see him tying things up, and it looks like he's doing a fairly good job of it. There's
I
no.
mean, I will check like when he, when someone checks do something and there's someone behind him just to move the barrel. I'll move
The
like.
barrels are tied down.
Yeah, I think essentially what I've done is tied all the barrels together and forgotten to tie them to the cart.
Good work, man.
No,
Yeah,
because
that'll do.
I didn't mean the roll. I meant
Yeah.
like follow up.
Yeah,
with
no,
them, like,
they're all tied up. They look secure. Like you kind of shake one of them and it doesn't move very much, and you're like, yeah, okay, seems good to me.
excellent.
I'll turn around to the mayor and get off the cart and say, "Well, it's your cart now, son. Here you go."
Oh, well, would you be willing to guard it on the way up since there's bandits and stuff? I mean, we would be willing to pay you. I mean, because we wouldn't
In
have
which case,
any money if you guys hadn't built this.
well, I'm sure that we can be encouraged to take your barrels to the nearest town.
Yeah, we'll send Karn with you. She's great with people.
Please send somebody who can drive a wagon.
Karn can definitely drive the wagon.
Excellent.
But you can drive the wagon.
I
Yeah,
think
of
I'd
course we
prefer to
can.
keep. I think I'd prefer to keep my feet on the ground and walk. Anyway, I have a couple of friends who are going to come with me.
You notice the dogs haven't been around you since the fires went out.
Oh, that's a shame. Have they run away? I'm going to go look for them.
You find one of them with out in the between the houses playing with a couple kids, playing fetch, and then the other one you find in front of the storage shed with a rope around him, tied to a hole in the beam. Like it's on. You know how the like sheds are up on like stilts, little stilts. You know, he's tied. He's got the other rope tied around that, and he's just laying there, staring at everybody that walks by.
I'll go over and say hello to the dog.
And he's like, "Urgh, urgh." Like he starts to growl at you, then he recognizes you. He just kind of puts his head back down.
I was going to say, I was just going to look at the dog and go, seriously? Come on now.
Well, it sucks being a guard dog when you don't have to guard it from anybody because nobody comes in there. But that's his job, and he's doing it.
We'll believe. Oh, that's fair enough. In which case, I'll leave him to it. Even so, I still think I prefer to walk than ride on that cart.
I will have a suggestion to our friend. By the way, I believe you can call me Orient. I think this is the closest thing in my mind. I will tell the nymph we can bring these two dogs with us.
Oh, it's okay. I think this is their home.
If you believe that so. Then I will walk again to the... Go ahead, sorry.
Well, the one dog is being used as a guard dog, and the other dog is playing with some children. I suspect the one that's playing with the children is domesticated.
We might found a use to them in our travel. Dogs can be useful. But I believe you are only the one who give a choice because they seem fond of you.
Well, I'd be more than, perhaps if the guard dog hasn't got very much to do, he'd be more than welcome to come along. But I don't want to deprive children of their pet.
Then we're gonna take the only one dog.
Okay.
Excellent.
I'm gonna whilst I'm wandering around, I'm going to sort of whistle or sing to myself, see whether or not I've got any kind of ear or
make a performance check.
let's see. Skill performance.
Nice.
Yeah, you start whistling a tune that's kind of familiar, and then you realize that it's the same tune from your music box.
Interesting.
Um, so you, anybody doing anything else, or are we going to go ahead and you guys go to bed because it's been like 9 hours of hard labor today?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would find
Um,
if I would take some time to see if I can find who's the most maybe learned person in this town. Maybe it's a small town, so maybe not a lot. Probably the mayor, who I think would be the most worldly.
Yeah, the mayor's like, yeah, what can I help you with? I mean, what are you looking for?
I'll ask him just if he knows of any communities of Leonins in the area.
In the area? No, no, no. The Leonids stay. Well, I mean, there's Leonids everywhere. I mean, just like there is everything else, you'll find one or two. No, but the Pride Lands are near the center of Orad.
And how far is that from here?
Oh, that's a month, maybe.
A month. Okay. And then just kind of offhanded as I'm leaving, I'll show him the insignia pin that I have and just ask casually, does this mean anything to you? Have you seen this before?
Oh, no. It looks like some sort of martial insignia. Maybe one of the riders. It could be a Leonin thing. There's a who was it? Thomas. Thomas used to be in the Outriders when he was younger. Maybe he'd recognize it.
Okay, where can I track Thomas down?
Oh, fourth house on the left.
All right, if it's not too late, if it's late enough to be rude, I won't do it. But if it's not too late, I'd go track down Thomas.
It's like 8 o'clock. So
Yeah, if there's still light on in his house, I'd go knock on his door.
yeah, there seems to be a light coming from the one of the two windows. Oh, hey, yeah, what can I do for you?
Yes, I was talking with the mayor. He recommended I talk to you that you served in the Outriders. Was it that you might have an idea of what this symbol is? And I'll show him the insignia.
Oh, well, yeah, I was, but I mean that was a long time ago. Let me see. He takes it from me and kind of holds it in the light. I was like, no, I don't recognize it, but you know, there's probably 200 different units. You got the Outriders, you've got the Lancers, you've got the Dragon Riders. Could be any number of things. I don't recognize this one, so I don't think it's any of the ones from the capital, but maybe, I don't know, maybe if you, I mean, when you guys get up to the Far Point, you might be able to ask somebody there. I mean, it's a fairly big city.
Thank you. I'll do that. And then I'll go turn in for the night.
All right, so you guys.
Dan is
Sure.
just like ducked completely under the covers, just this sort of lump sticking out, and he is just peering at the sort of ornate runes on this thing that he's got and just trying to puzzle them out and figure out what they might mean, and just they're mostly just not ringing any bells.
Give me an Arcana check. Watch, this will be the one you ace. 13. They don't seem to be magical runes, but you do know that as you're looking at it, you can tell that there's some sort of pattern to them. Like they're not just random runes put on there. Like it might be a phrase or something on it, but you still can't figure it out. But it doesn't. You're pretty sure that this isn't a magical object, but more of a keepsake or something.
Okay, well, sort of can't really figure anything else out. I'll just sort of like stuff it back away into my pockets,
Um,
and then pretty much just curled up, almost like a cat or a dog, just under the covers, just gonna fall asleep like that.
as you put it back in your pocket, you feel the nail of the mummified hand kind of touch the back of your hand as you stick your hand down in there to put it away.
Just like this flailing motion that like kicks the covers out. It's just get, "Ah!" And then like the blanket just sort of settles back down.
And so you guys get your night's rest. You wake up, and the dwarf. Well, you guys are still getting your rest. Karn walks in and goes, "Hey!" Kind of kicks Leon like, "Hey, get up! Come on, we got to get going."
I kick back.
That's fine. Just get up.
Ah, all right.
You notice that it's just barely light coming through the window. Like, it's not daylight yet. She hollers at the rest of you, "Come on! We gotta go!"
It does not take long for me to collect all of my worldly possessions.
All 5 of them.
Yeah, about. Plus 6 crossbow bolts.
Well, I included those in the crossbow itself. Like, that's a set. That's an item. Either one of those doesn't work without the other one.
That's fair.
Although you probably could stab somebody with a crossbow bolt, but I don't think it'd be as effective as shooting them with it.
I could definitely do 1d4 by hitting him with it.
Yeah. And then you might want to give it to the Triton, just let him throw your crossbows at people. Seems like the Triton's got a good arm on him.
No, yeah. With a club.
He's like, "I'm just gonna walk around with yeah, your guy's big stuff is, do we find any magic rocks or magic sticks in the loot?" Dan walking around with a bunch of +1 sling bullets. He's like, every time the Triton finds a magic +1 quarterstaff, he breaks it into 3 pieces. He's like, "This is fine."
If I use a drift globe to hit somebody, does that bypass the magical resistance?
Yeah, totally. So you guys, she's like, "Come on, we gotta get going." All the barrels are loaded. The horses are hooked up. There's some feed bags in the back too. She's like, "Well, let's get going."
If there's space on the back of the cart, Dan is going to sort of clamber up and just be nestled in amidst the barrels with his crossbow prepped and loaded, just head on a swivel, just watching for any movement or activity on the roads.
Sure.
Leon will take up position walking in front of the cart, leading the way.
Okay.
Yeah, Orient will take the back. Like when he sees Leon and squeezing himself inside. Like he will giggle and said, "He's a fun small guy." Then he will take the back of the cart and watch the place. I believe we have 1 dog with us, right?
Who'd you get the dog from?
The guard one.
Oh, the guard dog. You're just gonna take him?
I believe so. Isn't that right?
Did you ever find out who owned the dog?
I don't know. No, it's up to Sai, because Sai is the one who can handle this dog.
I'm
Not
I'm
the
relu-
playful.
kind of reluctant to take the dog. I think that we should leave it here and let it guard the bandit. And the other dog was obviously a domestic pet, so I mean, I think we should leave the dogs here and take it. The dog will only get killed by some bandit.
Okay. So you guys head off into the wilderness. Well, not the wilderness. It's basically a fairly decent road. You travel for about 5 or 6 hours. You take a break. Travel for about another 4 hours, and you can just see. You come across the top of a ridge, a little small knoll, and down below you see another small village about the same size as this. And Karn's like, "We're going to go ahead and get there." And it'll probably be in about another hour or so. So another hour goes by. You do notice it's fairly calm out here. It's sparse. It's sparse grass woodland. Everything seems like there's no need for you guys to be guarding this. I mean, aside from the one bandit attack you've seen, doesn't seem to be anything else, and you haven't passed any other travelers the whole day, to or from. You guys arrive at the town. Karn says, I'm going to put this up. The tavern is right there. Go get us some beds. And she points to this building that has it looks like a pot with a foot sticking out of it. And the name on it is Crockers.
Does that village have leather, like a leather place or a place I can sell something?
This village, you're not quite sure because it's really dark. Well, I mean, it's dark for most people who don't have dark vision. But like I said, it's not that big. It looks like it's a tavern and some other small buildings, kind of like this, except this one has an actual tavern instead of a longhouse.
Did we go on a new map or what?
Oh no, not yet.
Oh, okay.
We don't need
Yeah,
one.
head over to the tavern or inn and try and get us some rooms.
So you walk into the tavern, and there's about 5 tables with 2 people sitting at them, and a
Quick question, Rick.
sure,
They said that they would pay us.
yes,
Did they give us any money?
no, when the delivery was done. They don't have any
Okay,
money
what
to
about-
give you. It's when the stuff gets there and they sell it.
So how are we paying for these rooms?
Okay.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
She didn't give you any money when she
Um,
sent you over here to go get your rooms.
I imagine this. I assume that this is a trip Karn makes often. She has an arrangement. I'll walk in and say, "We're here with escorting Karn. She asked me to reserve a couple rooms on her behalf."
Is she going to pay her tab this time? It's an average-looking human behind the bar. You don't see a barmaid anywhere.
That's, I guess, something you'd have to take up with Karn. She did not. She did not inform you of the finances of your arrangement.
Oh, of course she didn't. So you just want the one room again? Okay. And he rummages underneath the bar and pulls out a single key and reaches over and hands it to you. He goes, upstairs on the left, room 2.
All right, I'll let the others know where we're bunking up.
And
Is
as you
that
sort of
room
turn
for,
around,
4 people? Oh,
just going to say, as you sort of turn around, you notice that Dan is sort of shuffling the mummy hand like back into his pocket as he'd been going to play like a con of, please, I need to stay because I'm like slowly turning into a horrible decrepit corpse. And that didn't become necessary. So
As you guys head up the stairs, you hear Karn come in. Hey! How come my beer's not ready?
You didn't ask for one.
She's not talking to you. As you turn, like, you didn't ask me for one. You notice she's not looking at you. She's walking over to the bar because she expects her beer to be ready when she gets there. He goes, I'm not serving you again until you pay your tab from last time. She goes, well, double or nothing? He goes, okay, but this time you have to do it from the doorway. And you see him takes a mug, walks over, sets it on the edge of the staircase, and says, all right, over at the doorway. She marches over to the doorway. You see her kind of shuffle off her little vest she's got on, grabs her warhammer, and she kind of goes like this a couple times, kind of back and forth over her head like she's aiming at it. You see her go, and let's see what she gets. Because I want to know too. Awesome. So you see this Warhammer go end over end across the length of the barn, which is about 60 feet. Hits this glass, shatters it, hits the back wall, and lands. He goes, "Can't believe you can hit it from there too." She goes, "That's why I never pay my tab, because you're always willing to try it again. Pour the 2 beers and I want to go to bed." And she looks over at you guys like, "Why aren't you asleep yet? We got to get up early."
All right, let's head upstairs, and Leon will head up to the room.
Those of you at the back end of the line see her go over. She picks up her hammer. She kind of brushes it off on her pant leg and puts it back in the belt loop that she's got, and heads over and grabs one of the beers and starts drinking it quickly. You open the room, and there is a singular bed, a singular wash basin, a singular window, and it is 12 by 12.
Orient will say no. Then he will leave the room and go outside and will sleep outside. Some like I believe Orient, some cold like doesn't affect him.
Okay.
I'm going to take the bed. I don't know where you're sleeping.
Yeah, Leon will curl up in the corner of the room on the floor.
Like he will go outside and they're back of the tavern and will sit there near. I think they're a place for horses.
Yeah,
He will
there's a
sit near-
stable right there. Yeah.
Yeah, he will sit near there and like hold his scimitar and will sleep holding it. Like
Okay.
Cuddling his sword.
Yeah.
Cuddling his sword.
yeah.
Dan's just gonna like grab one of the blankets off the bed, sort of stuff it down, sort of the front of his shirt, which I'm now remembering I made a crop top, so this is going to look particularly ridiculous. And just try to like, as unobtrusively as possible, head downstairs to sort of go out round the back and just sort of curl up and like wrap the blanket around himself next to Orient and just sort of like remind him that you said to stay behind you, so I'll sleep out here with you.
You're welcome.
I just want to check in as well. How late are we planning on going tonight? Because I do have to have the Nights After Dark stream.
Yeah.
So
No,
like,
this
I
is.
think we've hit a pretty reasonable stopping point.
Yeah, that's what.
No.
Yes, I was about ready to bring that up. So.
Okay.
um,
Sorry, we'd love to keep playing. It's just I've got the other stream I've got to do. So.
Yeah. So we are gonna come to a close. We're going to do what we do, what I do, what Mark does, and I think Act does it in his game too. I'm not sure. I haven't watched it. What we like to do is we like to do affirmations. Basically, we're going to go around. It's fairly quick, and I'll start with David. David, your favorite Dan moment tonight?
Just generally being a paranoid mess about waking up with no memory. And then the discovery as well in combat of having like short range telepathy to whoever's closest, and so just giving this sort of really annoying running commentary of just like, oh, this is a terrible idea.
Anybody else have a favorite Dan moment today?
I like the telepathy. That was good.
I like that how he decided to squeeze himself inside the barrel, like like he can small things inside.
Okay, we'll go to Robert. Robert, your favorite Leon moment today?
Well, I think Leon's starting to develop. He is probably a little overconfident in his own abilities. His first rush into battle knows exactly how to build a wheel, but it never pans out like he thinks it's going to.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I think making friends with the dogs. That was really good fun. I enjoyed that. Learning that I do perhaps have a bit of musical talent. That's quite interesting. Learning that I'm really not suited for hand-to-hand combat.
I don't know that anybody in this party is suited for hand-to-hand combat, except Leon with his claws.
Once I found the claws, yeah. Once I found the claws.
I disagree. I think Leon's claws have come in clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah, just landing a crit with claws and just like downing a guy pretty much instantly. That was genuinely a cool moment. And also the fact that because he's got that kind of self-confidence, so the scene of like, okay, go talk to the bartender and say that we got a tab, and just that point of like, oh, okay, yeah. Sort of like in almost contrast to Dan, who's like paranoid and just questioning everything, just taking things as they are. Like, okay, yeah, we got to go do this now.
Yeah,
yep, we can do that.
My favorite Dan moment was the I'm gonna go over here now. I think I'll be over. I think this is a bad idea. I'm gonna try it anyway, and then I'm going to help this person or not. I think we can all assume that Dan is not the cleric of the group. Leon, my favorite Leon moment definitely was this stick sucks. I've got claws. Why am I holding this thing? This is dumb. I've got these things. Let's see what this does. Oh yeah, now that's what we're talking about.
Definitely.
Anybody else with a favorite ORAD moment?
Yeah, I believe it's very funny when, like, after I bunked that bandit 2 times with the stick and took his scimitar, then I left and, okay, I'm far from this guy, I'm gonna throw it. Poof. And it hit him.
Yeah, that was awesome, I have to say.
Yeah.
Flinging the stick at the guy was pretty good.
Yeah.
Perhaps you have a talent with javelins or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I was like, yeah. Oh, cool. Thanks for throwing me the scimitar. I got this great, cool metal sword because none of us have any real weapons. Oh, there's a guy. Throw the stick at him. It's like,
that was good.
I just imagined this look on Leon's face, like, oh, you're supposed to throw the sticks. Oh, no wonder I wasn't doing anything with them. You have to throw them because Leon was standing on the other side of him, like, missed him, and the runner runs up and goes, ding, and like, oh, throwing sticks. That's how that works.
Aha.
Yeah. And I like how Dan is a stick, like, oh, okay, I'll keep behind you. Like, when I told him, keep behind you, like, don't come close, I don't want him to be close, like, my character doesn't want him to close combat, like, I believe that my character, he wants to protect everyone, and especially Dan.
Yeah. And Dan's like, okay, I'll stay behind you.
It was a really good moment to have of like Dan being so paranoid and waking up when you were trying to like be really calm and reassuring and like don't worry, everything's fine, and just having that demonstration of being willing to like step in front and like I will stand between you and the enemy, and it's like, oh, okay, you do have my back.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. And Dan's like, you said be behind you, I'll be right behind you. No, I meant over there. No, I'm directly behind you. This is, we will be literal today. So I had a lot of. Go ahead, David.
Nymph. Is it what? Orad is the
Oriad.
When we're building the cart, and it's just like, well, I have a connection to nature, so I'm going to tell everybody which trees to cut down. It's a really neat sort of choice to make.
Yeah,
I have an affinity with wood.
Yeah, I have an affinity with wood. That's okay. That's how that works. So here's the thing that I hate asking the most. David will tell you that it really is. It's really rough for me. Your favorite DM NPC moment from today or the half a session we had before?
I think I kind of like the mayor. Mayor was quite a cool character. I liked him, and I kind of like the dwarf as well. This dwarf shield maiden. She's got a bit of personality as well. She's pretty cool.
Just like the whole interaction of Ken, where she's got this sort of established relationship with the bartender in the next town over. Of like, I never play my tab because I just do these feats of, throwing my weapon and betting you for double or nothing. So yeah, that's sort of like an established relationship that exists in the world that really came across.
I like the what was the tribal that was out fighting with us. We told it to stand guard on the guy, make sure you get away, but she just ignored that advice and did what she thought was best for the village.
Yeah. She thought somebody else.
I'm gonna fight.
Yeah, well, she's a guard, so that's her job, is to go out there and guard. And he's like, tie her up. And she just looks at the Triton like, I don't know you. I don't know. Who the hell are you? Anyway, the dogs are going to eat this guy. I don't have to worry about tying him up.
Yeah.
That was another. You didn't get a chance to see it because you guys killed the guy, and the dogs didn't get to finish. But when you threw that stick, I rolled wisdom saves for both the dogs to fetch the stick, and that's why they both moved over. But then the combat was over, so that's why they didn't get a chance to. They doubled their move. I don't know if you saw that, but they doubled their move because I was like, yeah, dog's natural instinct. You see somebody throwing a stick, it's like, Dog Hanger gets a stick! And I set the DC really low, and they rolled like an 8 and a 10. Like I was like, it's a 12. Like, you guys needed a 12 to not chase the stick. Like, that's... but I had a lot of fun. I think that this is working out so far so good. How's everybody feel about the premise so far?
It's interesting.
I'm really interested to get to first level to kind of see where I am and then start thinking about things from there.
I think everybody's excited to see what they're gonna pick up here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm hooked on the premise. I want to find out more, definitely.
And I love that we've all got these little trinkets that like hints at the backstory of our character that we're gonna have to like either try to lead into or just go like, well, this is junk and I'm getting rid of it.
Yeah, I just want to know how. And it was one of those things like the mummified hand. I'm like, a goblin's mummified hand for the goblin-esque character seems. Well, we'll see how that works. David can handle it. He'll be fine.
I believe my character saw the mummified hand because he's front of him when he pull out.
Oh, yeah, you guys have all seen the mummified hand. I mean, he's not exactly sneaky with it.
Nope, I will not ask.
Yeah, nope, don't want to know why you have a mummified hand in your pocket. We're just. It's okay. That's fine. Yeah, I do also.
No, I'm some kind of freaky warlock, and it's like my weird spellcasting.
Yeah. I also did. My favorite part of today was I really did enjoy you guys interacting with your trinkets. Like that was something that I really, really enjoyed. You guys working towards the story and stuff. I always find character development is probably my favorite thing in any of the games that we play, more so than the combat. Like, combat's like, yeah, you remember the time we did that, but I always think of the times that the characters did something really cool in role-playing or developed their story in a way. And I really did enjoy the fact that you guys are really going after that. So, with that being said, remember to check out David. David, what time does your stream start?
It's 7 Eastern time tonight.
7 Eastern.
On DM the Mark Knight's channel.
Okay, and don't forget to go over and check out DM the Mark Knight. Check out, you can see links to my favorite people. You can go over to DM Mark Knight and find links to his favorite people, which are all the same people, the Nat 30s, Nat Awesome, plenty of other people over there. Please don't forget, donate to Extra Life. I want to give away dice. I want to do the one shot. I want to dress. I don't really want to dress as the card of the dad god, but I do want to raise $1,000 for Extra Life. They deserve it. Also, if you happen to play Magic the Gathering on Arena, Extra Life has sleeves, customized sleeves for Extra Life that you can purchase there for a very small price, and all of that money that you use there will go to Extra Life to support them. Again, check us out on Discord, check us out on Facebook, check us out on Twitter. Check us out on YouTube. Oh, David. Sorry, almost forgot.
If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your friends.
I do that for Mark. I did that for all of Mark's streams, so I have to have somebody do it. It's not a real stream until we do that. Plug our YouTube channel. We're gonna have a Monday or Tuesday. We're gonna have a giant YouTube dump. I'm busy. Still editing the 9.5, 10-hour stream from the pre-release. You can see DM the Mark Nights tomorrow night at, what is it, 6 or 7 tomorrow night, David?
Saturday at 7 Eastern time.
Yeah, Saturday at 7 you can watch DM the Mark Knight in the President of Oregon, and then Sunday night at 5:30, all times are Eastern, you can check us out. I will be DMing the group of DMs in the Ancient Past of Oregon. So check us out, and don't forget to follow, subscribe. This is September, so all your subs are have a discount until the end of the month. If you have a Amazon Prime subscription, you can have a free Twitch Prime subscription, which you can use, and we would appreciate if you use it here, because again, all of our streams are brought to you by you, the viewers. Check us out on Patreon, and from the group here, we will see you all again next week to find out what classes our intrepid heroes have managed to sort themselves out into, and we'll have some more fun finding out where this all goes. With that being said, I am Rick. I am the Loophole King, and signing out here from the dark side of the moon here in the Blue Cheese Room. May all your rolls be 20s, and may all your draws be lands. Thank you, and have a good evening.
Good night, folks.